So right now, I'm installing torque boxes in my vehicle. You can see I have the instructions out, my little Milwaukee's, lower torque boxes in. They're bolted in for right now, and then I'm gonna weld them in at work. This is my '89 Mustang. Had since I was 16. It's got some upgrades to it. I did a trick flow kit on it. A couple other things. Got my triple pod gauge clusters. Got a Mega Squirt ECM. And I've been taking all the interior pieces out. And while I had them out, I thought about how could I restore this interior color, because this, it's out already. I can clean it up and try and maybe figure out a way to restore it. And what I've found, essentially all Ford does from the factory is they just dye this plastic. They found a really good paint, and it's not the expensive paint from LMR or whatever. This is the original color interior piece. I have not touched this. It's metal. If I go up next to it, here I'll do a wide lens just so that way it's a little bit easier to show. These colors are pretty much spot on with the actual color of the original interior pieces. There might be a shade off or so, but from the interior perspective, it's not going to make any difference. You're not going to be able to tell. And I can even hold it up to the dash just to further prove, like this color is a pretty darn close match. For my pieces, I really didn't care, as you can see, about little scuffs and scratches, because I'm the type of guy to throw, my floor jack and everything in my car. Is that my local Ace Hardware sells a red that perfectly matches the interior of a Foxbody. Now, it doesn't, there it is, satin claret wine is the color. See if I can focus it. Satin claret wine. This stuff perfectly matches the interior. Alright, so what I do typically is I'll just get a little cloth, like cotton towel or something. If you don't have anything like this in your house, you can just take an old t-shirt, chop it up, and it works the same. Get a little acetone. You can find this at Ace Hardware. This is the same thing as nail polish remover if you're really poor like me. Just go ahead and hit the entire piece, because as you can see, this is where that little cover piece is for the hatchback Foxbody Mustangs. You can see literal dust of like how much shit is on this, and if you try and paint over that, you're not going to actually get any good paint adhesion, because you need to clean everything. Another little trick, so what I recommend before you do this, if you're not going to paint your other black interior panels, if you have the black trim, especially this black trim around the quarter window piece, a tire shine, I know it sounds crazy, you spray a little bit of tire shine. I know coverall works really well. Turtle wax is all I have now, and it did an okay job. If you spray any black plastic, even if you're in an engine bay, you spray some radiator hoses or, fan shrouds or something, anything plastic, tire shine will bring it right back to new. If you talk to any detailing guys, I'm pretty sure it's safe for plastic, because I use it all the time just to clean up engine bays and stuff. But if you spray a little bit of that on your black interior pieces, it should bring them right back around, as long as there's not any super deep scratches or anything. Obviously you can also get a black Krylon or Rust-Oleum or whatever, and paint all your interior pieces. I'm just not doing that, because I'm not painting any of my other ones, because they're already in good shape. All I'm gonna do is take some painter's tape and just make nice tape lines all the way around the corner here, and then I'll have some I got some painter's plastic that I'm just gonna tape around the side, or maybe even just masking paper, just to keep that overspray off stuff. Alright, so I can hear the comments now. You should use a primer. You should make sure that you're in a closed environment, not painting where you can get impurities in your paint, blah 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 blah. I understand, and if you really do care about your car, definitely go the extra mile and sand and fill some of your spots that are low. Make sure to paint inside, but to me, I just want it to look nice. I don't really care that much. I leave my car outside sometimes, it's not a big deal to me, but of course, if you are trying to do a really, really great job and you're trying to, you know, make some sort of Meekum restoration, go ahead and do that. But for me, I'm just literally just going to tape and spray. Okay, so got it all taped off. It was a little bit harder than I expected, simply because when I sprayed that tire shine on there, I did it a little too soon because tape wouldn't stick to the grease from the tire shine. No big deal, but whenever you go to do this yourself, maybe wait on the tire shine until after you paint the piece. But that's all you gotta do, is just mask it off and it's ready for paint. Look at that professional work right there. This is the fun part. Once you get to the actual part that's bleached, color comes right back around. And there's your finished result. I think, you know, that's pretty much fully restored. And like I said, I didn't take any of the scratches or anything out. So, you know, I think it turned out pretty good for about $20.